Good morning, one and all. Good morning, one and all. How are we all feeling this morning? Everybody looking good? There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another absolutely gorgeous day here in the heart of D.C. at Capital One Arena. Today, we are kicking off a monumental moment commemorating the tireless and wonderful work that so many that are here have participated in helping bring to life. But we're also going to give you our ceremonial first hammer swing. Why? Because we are going to begin the work on a brand new Capital One Arena right here in the heart of D.C. My name is Wes Hall. I'm the anchor of Wizards coverage on Monumental Sports Network, and it is my honor, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the distinguished leaders that are going to be joining me on the stage today. Of course, first and foremost, the president and CEO of Monumental Sports Network, Ted Leonsis. Washington, D.C.'s Mayor Muriel Bowser. Ward 2 Councilmember Brooke Pinto. Commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver. And CEO of Gensler Design, Jordan Goldstein. Now, anybody who watches a show of mine knows that we like to have fun, so I figured we'd add a little extra treat on top of that. I would like you to do your best, put your hands together as if it is a holiday morning, and welcome to this in space, your Washington Wizards. Glad to see the guys. Appreciate them taking time out of your guys' day. So thank you, gentlemen. Again, a round of applause for your Washington Wizards on a game day. Well, like you, I am eager to begin this program, so I will leave nothing to wait any longer. If you don't mind me, join me in welcoming Monumental Sports President and CEO, Ted Leonsis.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's a very important day for our city, our community, and for our players and for our organization. Landmark day for Washington, D.C., and all of us at Monumental have unbelievable gratitude and want to say thank you to our mayor, Mayor Bowser, councilman, and Council Chairman Mendelson, who's not here today because he's working. He's doing legislative opportunities. Council Member Pinto, who is our city councilor. The partnership, the dedication, the fortitude that you've shown here really is absolutely fantastic. And what you've done for the city, helping it to come back to be the greatest city on the planet is really remarkable. Warm welcome to the players. I really appreciate you coming. You got a game tonight. No excuses that we broke your routine or something. You got to play hard tonight. And all of the business leaders, all of the people from the city and the community who have come out to join us and support us, sincerely, we can't thank you enough. Literally hundreds and hundreds of people have been working on this project. Our Monumental leaders and employees, DC's elected representatives, architects, designers, and our fans, and the City Council, and previous mayors. Tony, thank you so much for coming. The teamwork between the city, the mayor's office, Nina, the deputy mayor, everyone in the city council, the CFO's office, the AG's office, how everyone came together to get this done very, very quickly is really, really remarkable. We know what this arena will provide. And for our players, you'll see a video soon and you'll understand why we're excited, because we're investing in the future of the NBA. We're investing in the future of our players and teams, but we're also investing for our city. We're also doing this for our fans. And we think that this investment between Washington, D.C. and the mayor's office and Monumental Sports, that this building will once again serve as the catalyst for development and an economic engine that can help revitalize downtown D.C. You'll see how we're going to reimagine what the next 25 years will look like soon. And we want to be able to touch and inspire and make people feel good and give them permission to come down to D.C. We've been very successful to date with the 12th busiest building in the country right now in terms of hosting games, hosting fans, hosting concerts. We'd like to be a top 10, and I think we'll be able to do that, but while also supporting all of the small businesses, the museums, all of the partners around here. So today we're going to present everyone the new renderings of the exterior of the arena and announce the construction timeline. I have to ask for everyone's patience. You know, when you see those signs, please excuse our dust. There's going to be a lot of dust here. This project is massive. It'll probably take 3 seasons to do it, and it's $800 million. It is a significant program. But after you see what we're going to do for the players, the fans, and the city, it'll be worth the wait. This will become, I think, one of the leading tech-based downtown arenas. And the creativity that we will be showing you, we're in a very unique space. Can't go up, can't go down, so we have to go aside and take space that was used for something else and reimagine it to connect the dots. And I think you'll all be very, very excited when you see it. Okay, so now let's do a little showbiz. Let's look at the first iconic image of the brand new Capitol Run Arena, which we will deliver to our fans and the community ahead of the 2027-2028 NBA and NHL season. So if we're ready, 1, 2, 3. Hey, it worked. This new arena was going to be a marvel of modern design and technology. Whether you're walking through the new concourses, sitting in the new seats, performing on the ice, being on stage, players' lounge, locker rooms, you're going to experience something that's brand new. And that was a key theme. There was a great thinker once in the 60s who talked about, Ezra Pound, who talked about make it new. And that's been the guiding principle for us. Don't just make this a new paint job. Make this look like it's a brand new arena. So as I've said before, it's going to be a bit loud and a little dusty, but we're ready to go to work. Now, it's my great honor to present our fantastic mayor, Muriel Bowser. Mayor Bowser has been relentless in finding solutions to the challenges our community faces, and we're also grateful for her efforts on behalf of our fans, our business, our community, and the people of Washington, D.C. Mayor Bowser.
Well, good morning, everybody. Let's give Ted and Monumental Sports a big round of applause. I wanted to thank all of Ted's team and my team and DC sports fans, the Washington business community. I want to thank the council members, Chairman Mendelson, Brooke Pinto. I see Kenyon McDuffie here. Give them a big round of applause. And I also want to thank all of the people who stood strong with us to make sure that we came up with the best program for DC, a beautiful way to connect our Washington Wizards and Washington Capitals to the rest of the city and to make this building new again. I want to acknowledge Jody McLean and Debbie Ratner-Salzberg, who chaired our Gallery Place Chinatown Task Force. Give them a round of applause for believing, for thinking big, for the 8 big ideas, and for what's to come. And I also want to give you one data point that we announced this morning that demonstrates that the comeback is working. And Tony Williams knows how important this is, because in the 2000s, he set a goal to grow DC. And when you do that, you attract more people, more tax revenue, more businesses, you can invest in more world-class services. And we are proud that now the new census numbers for DC show that we're over 700,000. It's 702,000 again. So, Ted, I know what that means. It's working. There's more people coming to Wizards games, to the Jingle Ball, and to all the great stuff that happens here at the Cap One Arena. I also want to thank the Washington Wizards, our wonderful players. Give them a round of applause. We are with you. I want to welcome the NBA Commissioner, Adam Silver. Welcome to the best city in the world. And a big shout out, I call them my big deal teams, and that's at DMPAD, and that's all of our people who work on our legislation and getting deals through the Council of the District of Columbia. They are your DC government and public servants, and they do a great job for us. Thank you, DMPAD. Give them a big round of applause. So let me be clear, Monumental Sports and Entertainment is one of the most important employers in our city. They took a big bet on DC many years ago. They generate jobs, economic activity, tax revenue, and vibrancy in our downtown. And they are a big part of our city's civic pride, our DNA, our personality. And so with this investment, we are supporting their long-term success and their home right here in the heart of Washington, D.C. So I want to thank the fans, neighbors, business owners, advocates, and everyone who stayed in the fight with us and helped us to ensure that me and Ted are going to be together for a long time. We know that the deal that we have advanced to the Council of the District of Columbia, I can stop saying that because on Tuesday, the Council finalized the deal. And it is good for our teams, it's good for our fans, it's good for our residents, it's good for local business, it's good for the downtown, it's good for the city, and indeed, it is good for our entire region. It's a catalytic investment. We're going to transform this area into a dynamic entertainment district. And all of our agencies, from the Metropolitan Police Department to DBH to DC DPW, who make sure that our neighborhood is clean, we are all working our level best to make this a premier entertainment district for our region. So while we know how important sports is to our city, it is also, it's fun, that's for sure, but it's a big part of our bottom line. These are our teams, this is our home, and we're going to have the best urban arena in this entire country. So count on me to continue to be your #1 fan and supporter, and we are looking forward to an award-winning building right here in Washington, D.C. So now I think I have the pleasure of introducing your council member for Ward 2 and a steadfast supporter of what we will do in our downtown for the D.C. comeback. Councilmember Brooke Pinto.
Wow. Well, it is so great to be back here with you all. I'm Brooke Pinto. I'm the Ward 2 council member. Welcome to Ward 2. And I've got to say, what a difference a year makes. This has been a year filled with partnership, filled with vision. I want to thank our mayor, Muriel Bowser, for staying laser focused on not just what the district is, but what the district can be. Thank you so much for that vision. I want to thank my council colleagues who are here. I see my Ward 3 colleague, Councilmember Matthew Fruman, my at-large colleague, Councilmember Robert White. I heard the mayor say at-large colleague, Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie, and former Mayor Tony Williams. I want to thank all the folks at Gensler and MRP and that have been really part of this partnership. But really, Monumental Sports, you all have done it. You all have been incredible visionaries for what comes next for this area. And Ted Leonsis, thank you so much for believing in this city. I know you're a Georgetown Hoya like I am. Thank you for your dedication to our city. So today we're not just breaking ground on what this new arena will look like, but it's really marketing what the future of Chinatown and the downtown is going to look like. And it does not stop with this arena. I had a professor, a business professor, who would often say followership is just as important as leadership. And so for those restaurateurs and small businesses and hotels and retail thinking maybe now's a good time to get involved, get it while it's hot, now is the time to get involved in Chinatown and downtown DC. The future that we are going to build here is going to be one that is so dynamic, that is so filled with possibility for all hours of the day. We've talked a lot over the last several years about what does a new normal look like and how can we both ask people to come back to work and also recognize that people's patterns just do look and feel different. And I am so excited that downtown Washington, D.C. is the leader and going to be the leader in the country for what building spaces that are usable for our families, that create family attractions, that support our fantastic sports teams, that support all-day activities from morning, noon, and night in a way that makes it accessible for people to walk to visit, to use our metro to get to. And it's just going to be very, very exciting. I do also want to note there has been so much progress made in our city over the last year when it comes to public safety. I just got the end of year report numbers, and we are finishing this year with the lowest level of violent crime in 20 years. And that is so important as we look to the future, because we have to have a safe city. We have to have a city focused on growth and inclusion, and that is an excellent place to live and do business. And so thank you all for sticking with us while we righted that ship. And I know you had a lot of choices, but you stuck with us. You stayed loyal to our amazing city. And as a result, the future is going to be better than it ever has been before. Thank you all.
Once again, thank you to Ted, Mayor Bowser, and of course, Council Member Pinto. But before we get to our next speaker, I would like to have two of Monumental's partners in this process join us here on the stage. Robbie Moser, CEO of Clark Construction, and Mark Farah of CAA Icon. Gentlemen, if you both, Robbie and Mark, could please come up at this time. And the gentleman from the Wizards, if you guys would also join us to deliver a very special gift. Gentlemen, thank you. Now, at this point, we would like to specialize the gift. Guys, go on ahead. Come on up. So what we're going to do right now, the Wizards are actually going to be gifting custom-designed, special edition jerseys that honor our city's flag, created just for this occasion. And each jersey features the recipient's name and the number 50, which symbolizes the incredible milestone we're celebrating here today, because our team's calling Capital One Arena home through the year 2050. So that is why you see those 50s. But then there is a special exception included in these jerseys, and that is one for Mayor Muriel Bowser. We couldn't let this moment pass, Madam Mayor, without acknowledging the 10 years of leadership and service to this city. So your jersey, Madam Mayor, has the number 10 on it, honoring this incredible milestone in your tenure. And thank you, Mayor Bowser, for all that you've done to make D.C. a world-class city. I will pause quietly for this photo opportunity. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, as most of you know, as I said earlier, today is a game day for the Wizards, and I expect to see all of you back here for tonight's tip-off. They've got a game against the Charlotte Hornets tonight, so if you guys don't mind, give them a round of applause as they make their exit and get back to their normal routine. Feels good to not be the shortest person around here. All right, I'm not the tall one. Good, good, good. Again, thank you to our Washington Wizards taking time out of their day today. Now, Ted has revealed an iconic image of a new Capital One Arena. I love these renderings. You see them here above you and et cetera. But let's get into the mind of an architect, someone who has the story behind the design of how this all came to be. And so let's proudly introduce our partner, the co-CEO of Gensler Design, Jordan Goldstein.
Great to be here today. You know, in the world of design, we often talk about the power of place, how architecture can be an experience multiplier, creating deep individual and meaningful collective experiences, triggering powerful memories, and making new ones. So for me, standing here today is an example of that. I remember coming here for my first game just after the building opened. Sold out crowd. The arena was electric. The Caps scored late to win the game. The crowd went wild. It was an experience that's been embedded in my mind. And similar moments for so many of us are regularly felt for the Wizards and for Mystics fans. This arena actually made history by hosting the largest attendance in WNBA history just last year. So if we think about it, in a venue that hosts over 220 events per year, with over 20,000 seats, that's a lot of memories that have been created here. So when we started this project, Ted asked us a great question. How can we take this existing building and make it new again? So how can we transform this home so that the next generation and the next generation can celebrate the big wins, rejoice in future championships, and experience those amazing communal moments that sports can provide, all here, right here in the center of one of the greatest cities in the world. So from a design vision standpoint, this is inside out and outside in. It's about the fans, it's about the players, and it's also about the community. So let's start with the exterior. The arena's reimagined facade draws inspiration from the neighboring portrait gallery, turning that interior atrium inside out and creating a dynamic architectural form that wraps the arena and draws visitors in and connects the building with its surroundings. This design also solves a real pain point that we've all experienced over the years: access into the arena from all sides. As so many of us know, the F Street entrance can really become a bottleneck. To fix this, we're creating a brand new atrium entry that flows directly into a widened concourse. We're pulling it right next to the Metro, right at the corner, and making it instantly recognizable with a full-height new glass facade. If the F Street entry was the front door, the atrium that we're standing in here now often felt like a back door. This design changes that. With a glass entry that moves closer to F Street and a covered walkway that will go from the street to that door, this atrium will become a vibrant environment for fans to gather, both before and after the game. And it's also going to provide a seamless transition for people entering from this side and navigating into the arena. And additionally, something I'm really excited about is 6th Street. We're not going to forget 6th Street. A beautiful new glass entryway will be on 6th Street that is fully ADA accessible. So inside, we're focused on enhancing the complete fan experience. From improved seating options to innovative amenities, the new design prioritizes inclusivity and variety. We'll have multi-level social decks with views directly into the arena floor, larger concourses, new food and beverage options, improved seating options, immersive digital technology, and yes, there will be more bathrooms. We're also elevating the athlete experience for the guys that you just saw in here to unprecedented levels. That includes locker rooms that are nearly double the size of what they are now, along with cutting-edge training spaces and recovery facilities that are going to empower our athletes to perform at their peak. So let's talk a second about this great city. DC has a unique look and feel. We all know it, we all live it, we all see it. But it's rooted in L'Enfant's original master plan. So brief architectural history for you, that's from 1791, so over 230 years ago. So the Mayor's Gallery Place Task Force has a goal of bringing everybody together in this part of the city, just as L'Enfant intended, and connecting DC's neighborhoods in a grand plaza. So by establishing a meaningful connection between the portrait gallery and the arena in this new design, we're going to create a civic plaza that's activated year-round. This is definitely an extraordinary project for the city, for the community, and for the fans. We're proud to be on this journey, but we're not alone. You know, architecture is not a solo art. It's made richer by the voices of many. And to bring a project of this magnitude to life, we need a full chorus. We wouldn't be where we are in this process without our partners at Clark Construction, CAA Icon, Thornton Tomasetti, Kimley Horn, and Emmy Engineers. I also want to personally thank Ted Leonsis for his visionary leadership and collaborative approach to this entire process. Ted, Zach, and the entire Monumental team have been fully engaged through every step of this journey. So we look forward to working with this phenomenal team to bring these designs to life, ensuring that this arena will have that power of place for generations to come. So now that we've set the scene, it's time for you to see it yourself.
What if our city never settled? And what would it make? We're about to find out. Again. Washington is not a city suspended in time. It's more than monuments. It's momentum. We are fast movers, first movers, innovators, groundbreakers. Not just the status quo. We're setting precedents. All roads lead here, because this is where tomorrow's history happens. Today. We are DC's beating heart. The pulse of this place. We are the catalyst reshaping the district once again.
Showtime in DC!
This isn't where we display history. This is where we make it. This is where we turn the past inside out to create the future. This is where monuments meet momentum. The new Capital One Arena.
Thank you. Well done, Jordan. Well done. Absolutely incredible. Few leaders understand the power of sports to shape communities and drive innovation quite like NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, sitting right behind me. It is my honor to welcome him to the stage to share his thoughts on the vision of what it not only means for this teams, but this city, and for, of course, the fans. So give a big, jubilant round of applause for NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
Thank you, Wes. I'm not sure what to think when, right before the commissioner speaks, all the players get up and walk out. Coach, is it the officiating? Yeah. Coach stayed. I saw Ted in that video. You saw Abe Poland. And I don't know how many people in this room were here when this arena opened. I was. And that was relatively 30 years ago when Abe put in place the plan to move the team from the suburbs back into urban D.C. And Mayor Bowser, as you said, I think that's what makes this now 2.0 project so important, because back then, all those years ago, D.C. led the way, I think, in this movement from taking teams that had moved out into the suburbs back into cities, and Ted to be the centerpiece, as you said, of urban renewal. And here in D.C., it was amazing back all those years ago to see the impact that then the MCI Center, I think it was called, had on the community here, and now to see with Capital One. And I'd say from a league standpoint, this is the ideal type of public-private partnership, Mayor and Ted, that we see in these communities. And now for the benefit of the community, and I wish the players were here to hear this, because this is nearly $1 billion investment for their benefit and for the community's benefit. And I think ultimately these are the modern day town halls, these arenas. So the NBA and NHL, I don't know, Ted, will have less than half the dates at the end of the day. And because what's happened now with these entertainment palaces, they are full, it seems, practically every night of the year. And as Ted said, he now has a top 10 arena, this existing arena in the United States. And this will easily put you in the top tier when this renovation is completed. And it's for graduations, it's for concerts, it's for political opportunities and conventions, particularly in this town, obviously sports events and other events to come. So I would just say it's an honor for me to be part of this announcement. It's the best part of my job when I can come to communities like this, talk about how special these arenas can be, the economic impact, Mayor, which is also, as I understand, close to $1 billion, is just for the construction. That doesn't even include the activities, the all-star games that we'll be bringing here, what that can mean for the communities, the thousands of jobs, construction jobs that are created from these arenas. So I can't wait. And by the way, I am in town all day. There's a game tonight at 7 o'clock. Tickets are still available. I hope to see everyone tonight. So thank you for including me in this announcement, Madam Mayor. Ted, it's an honor to be here. Thank you, Wes.
Thank you, Commissioner Silver. Yes, 7 o'clock tip-off. Pre-game line starts at 6:30, just so you know. Thank you again. Yes, sir. I did hear that. What Ted just relayed to me was, if you heard that right, you heard what I heard, right? You heard the word all-star? Raise a hand if you heard all-star in D.C. All-star in D.C., let's make some noise for that. Yeah, I co-sign that. Thank you, Mr. Commissioner, for that. Why don't we make this vision a reality, right? We like to bring things to fruition. So if you don't mind, I'd like to invite all of our participants to the front of the stage for a group photo before we take that first swing. So if you don't mind, go ahead and take your places, please. 3, 2, 1, swing.